Welcome back to Stuke's Baseball Cards and Curiosities. I'm Scott. What a crazy weekend it was. Started off Monday. Found the medallion for Rivertown Days here. It's one where they give out clues and you go find the medallion. Well, I found it without any clues with my granddaughter. So that's waiting for my $500 check for the prize for finding medallion. Talk about luck. Granddaughter just wanted to stop and play at a certain park and pretty much fell in my lap. And so the next plan was to take her, her mom and dad and aunt to the Rivertown Days. So we hit that. She got an all pass ride. She got to play, she's 5 years old. She got to play in the water and water volleyball, water slides, all kinds of good stuff. So next morning we went to the animal park, petting zoo, and she got to brush a horse and pet all kinds of animals, pigs, alpaca, little chickens, rabbits, whatever. So that was part of the good time. So it was a great weekend. And then that afternoon, Saturday afternoon, after they had left, decided to go up to a local club card show that we're having. And on the way there, a friend texts me and says, "Hey, there's an estate sale, and it's such and such a guy." There was a guy that was a member of our sports collectors club that passed away a couple months ago. I didn't know it, but he was having an estate sale Saturday. So my friend had me meet him over there, and I found quite a few good stuff. He had a lot of Twins autograph. He was a big Twins collector. I've got a program from 1978 where there was an article that he did, and maybe I'll share that sometime. He worked with the club quite a bit, especially creating fantasy cards for the autograph guests that we get, probably 40, 50 of them. And then I went to the show, picked up a few items there, but not as much. I'll show you the show items first. First I found this. It's a 1985 All-Star Game banner from the newspaper rack. It's kind of thin cardboard, and it would go in and advertise All-Star Game for 1985. And of course, I've got ticket stubs from that, from the home run derby that Dave Parker won. And then I found a couple of these. They're the Illustrated Current News, and this is the 1960 New York Yankees team photo, and I might do some rearranging on the wall behind me and add this, and also that All-Star Game banner. And then here's the 1962 Yankees, which I'll probably add over there too. And they, Roger Maris, Mickey Mantle, the whole good old crew of the Yankees. And that was after I went to the estate sale. And the estate sale, he primarily had Twins items. I believe that's about all I bought from him, except for one item wasn't Twins, and they were really reasonable price, like a 91 Upper Deck signed by Jack Morris, $5. And I got a few Burt Blyleven's. The cards were $5, I believe, and the other items I'll show you in a little bit. That was 86 Fleer, 86 Tops, and these are going to primarily be with the Twins. And here's the 87 World Series champion Twins, Burt Blyleven. And here's the 25th anniversary postcard, 1986, and that's Bert Blyleven. He just signed it once. The lower one is just a facsimile autograph. And I got a Twins postcard from 1980, signed by Camilo Pascual. Let's get the postcard back. And this is the non-Twins item. This is a postcard signed by Joe Hauser. He was famous with the Minneapolis Millers back in the 1930s. In 1933, he hit 69 home runs. At that time was a record. And I didn't pick it up, but I already had the 1933 Wheaties card of him. I'll be showing that on Card Room Live Sunday if everything goes as planned. And here's a record, ode to Billy Martin when he was coach of the Twins, manager of the Twins. It's by the Titans. No cover or anything, but it's the 45. Good old Billy. I remember he got in a fight with Dave Boswell, the pitcher for the Twins, back in the day. And this is something I really like. I found all three of these. The Tips records. Minnesota Twins is Frank Butel, or Butel, however you pronounce it. He was a sportscaster in Minnesota. And I'll take one of these out and show them to you. They each have a red record inside. Flimsy red record. But they got nice covers. And the back has the stats for the player, Dick Stigman. Does it say he's from? No, it doesn't. Yeah. It says born January 24th, 1936. Nimrod. Come on now. Nimrod, Minnesota. So if you've never heard of Nimrod, Minnesota, you have now. And next item is the Bernie Allen record and the sleeve. Playing second base. There's the back of that one. And then finally, Rich Rollins. Tips on batting. Just looking to see if there's no Viking Press. It's the one that put him out. Rich Rollins on batting. These are pretty cool. 45s were 45 RPMs that we used to play on our record players back in the day. And then I got this Lynette photo or print of Bert Blyleven, and it's signed in ink pen down there. Best wishes, Bert Blyleven. And the dark one is signature is facsimile. And then these are always pretty cool when I find these. He was the manager of the 65 Twins. And they gave out bumper stickers, Sam Mealy for president. There's also a Killebrew one, which I don't have. Herman Killebrew for mayor, or for governor. Herman for governor. And there's also political pins for him too, for the same thing. And here's another 1960s bumper sticker, Win Twins. I got a handful of them, about 7, 8 of them. And I also got these bumper stickers. I need to get them in holders or something because they're kind of sticky for the 1985 All-Star Game. So I'm gonna probably do another video or two before I go to Chicago. Thinking of doing one on one of my non-sport sets, and got a couple others I might do. And thank you everybody for watching, and hope to see some of you at the National next week. And I hope everybody else has a great week. Thank you very much.